Heterosexual guys, how does it feel when your girlfriend falls asleep on your chest? Every girl I've ever been with does this thing where as soon as they fall asleep they increase in temp by about 400 degrees and become untouchable. I think it's an evolutionary trait. Edit, thank you for the awards, kind folk. This is my first time receiving them. It's cute and nice, but not going to last long. I am a human space heater and we're both going to get too hot to stay that way within a half hour or so. It's cute, but I like shifting around before I settle down to sleep. It's like a dog falling asleep on you, it's an honor but you can't move. Love it. Extra points if she starts drooling on me. Means she's comfortable. It's probably the best feeling, especially if I get to play with her hair at the same time. Best thing ever. Favorite part is when they have their hand on the chest too, and as they start to fall asleep it starts twitching. Almost the way a cat needs it things. I've been single for 7 years and I honestly miss it more than sex. Like I am exactly where I need to be. It feels like you are a safe space for her, a source of peace and comfort. It is super nice. Then after 4.5 minutes various places are going numb and you are sweating because humans give off a ton of heat. Hot. Like temperature-wise. Too damn hot. It's the fucking best. Sure, I want to roll over and get more comfy, but I cannot, I have essential duties as a man pillow to perform. IDK how to explain it, but I just feel like a strong tree with a super cute panda bear napping on it. Can't be moving around now, can we? The feeling differs drastically based on body composition. When I was fat it was uncomfortable after a short spell. Nowadays I am fairly muscular. It is pleasant and doesn't get uncomfortable. Not too bad. I just unplug the nozzle to deflate her. The real struggle begins. Escaping without waking her. Fuck, now I'm feeling really single again. Can't breathe after a while. She shifts around and her hair always ends up in my mouth, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy. As a wife, it's complicated, when my hubby rests his head on my chest. FYI, am about 157 centimeters 5'2", weight 50 kilograms 110 pounds. My hubby is 178 centimeters 5'10", weight 72 kilograms 159 pounds of muscles and big head, tbh. It starts lovely, romantic, because we are both lovey-dovey. After what feels like an eternity, but is actually about 30 seconds, I realize I can't breathe, but found myself blessed to have such a cute partner. Cue in about 2 minutes of trying to convince myself that oxygen is overrated and that all I need is love, screw you, Beatles, then about 3 minutes of huffing and puffing, convincing him to stay, because I am comfy and can breathe just fine. Just to give up the next minute. Overall, great experience and I cherish these moments. I know this is a question for men, but thought someone might find this chuckle worthy. Edit, few corrections, thank you, Laura Queen Tint, who pointed out I'm 5'2", not 5'5". Wouldn't know. One of my ex-girlfriends would always fall asleep on my chest. I didn't fall asleep so early, so I would kiss the top of her head or just bury my nose in her hair, because it smelled so nice, while I watched TV or YouTube. And one night I yawned insanely hard and in the process I inhaled a full strand of her hair. I had to pull that out like a fucking rope, like I was some second-hand magician without a job. She laughed for a week about that. After that, I always tipped my head when I felt like yawning. So, yes, it's a wonderful feeling, but I got PTSD from it. It's the best feeling in the world. This post is so wholesome. I'm going to go cuddle against my husband's chest less than 3 for 30 minutes tops. Have a friend with no account that want to contribute, it feels great, she has soft hair, it always smells so good and it pretty damn cute. But she has a tendency to roll. She did so once when my dick was at half-mast and had the nerve to get angry at my uninhibited shriek as my helpless member was grinded into my leg. If it's not too warm and sweaty, it's so goddamn adorable. Makes me appreciate them even more, and I feel very happy with myself as well. Depends on the size of your head. Haha, I accidentally did this once. But I'm 5 feet and he's 6'6" and he was playing on his phone while I was napping on his chest, so he said it took a minute to realize I was asleep cause I don't snore and I wasn't heavy enough to make a big difference. It's definitely a shared favorite memory. I think it bonds you more than sex. My wife used to do this all the time and it was so comfy, and I would sleep super good. But ever since we had our first kid, it hasn't been as comfortable for her, and it sucks that we can't do it anymore. It's really nice for about 5 minutes and then a host of discomforts start to set in. Like I'd like to have my body back and I start to figure out a way to escape without waking her up. Feels goodman. She complains about moobs developing during all this quarantine time, but she comfy. Plus it makes head scratches super easy. I'll get back to you when if I ever manage to get a girlfriend. Why just straight dudes? I'm a girl and used to cuddle with my gay guy friend all the time as we fell asleep. He said he liked spooning me and having me fall asleep on his chest because it made him feel all manly and protective. He was definitely gay, by the way. I lived with the guy and we had thin walls. Single as of right now, but I remember this too damn well. I always felt like being in love is great. But man, your possible future wife sleeping on your chest not only makes you feel like a man, but also like being loved. This mixture kills any kind of sadness, I almost certainly guarantee. Amazing, till she kicks me aside and steals the blanket. It's cute, sure. But uncomfortable quite fast. And she'd honestly only do that if she was so exhausted she couldn't stop herself, in which case I'd move her to the bed where she'd be way more comfortable. Trying to find a comment about getting stabbed with earrings. I don't think sexuality matters here. If your significant other falls asleep on your chest, you usually love it. One of the best feelings. She's safe and comfortable, cute if she snores a lil. It is great. Until I feel the heat of a 1,000 suns she is producing burning a hole in my chest. Besides this minor inconvenience, it is heaven. So I'm not in a relationship. But I've been on a few dates where we would cuddle and she would pass out on my chest, and I have to say it feels so good. Imagine the warmth and comfort you get from a cat or dog curled up on your lap. Multiply that by 1,000. It's a sense of peace and belonging, while also making you feel strong. I cannot imagine it is much different for our LGBT friends and family. It is a primal feeling. It feels like I got cheated. I mean, imagine how she would feel if I fell asleep while she expected me to be rubbing her back. Only happened once, but it's the most pleasant feeling I've ever felt. Nothing can compare. It was so peaceful and comfortable. It was at a park no less. Wish my wife would do it. I love it when a woman falls asleep on my chest. Comforting, can be annoyingly hot though. Sometimes it's great, other times I just want to go to sleep. Is there a difference between a girlfriend falling asleep on your chest and a boyfriend falling asleep on your chest? Hair in face, hand dying, sweaty and hot, hard to fall asleep, a bit constricting and totally worth it. Attractive until I get restless. Why was it necessary to specify heterosexual? How many gay guys with girlfriends do you know? Mentally, Butade I fucked UPL. Physically, fucking annoying.